start with Cannibal Corpse, new album, Torture. Yeah, we're a little bit late compared to other people with this, but who cares? It's better late than never. So, yeah, this album came out like last Tuesday, the 13th. It's on Metal Blade Records, and I'm pretty sure you all know Cannibal Corpse. They're a legendary death metal band. So yeah, who wants to start?
Yeah, so Cannibal Corpse is probably one of my favorite death metal bands, and I don't like the new Cannibal Corpse as much as I do like the old, but I'm not like retarded fanboys and picking one over the other. But the new Cannibal Corpse is pretty brutal. Now, my opinion on this band, like, I do like this band a lot, but pretty much they're just like Slayer. In a way, every album is pretty much going to be Cannibal Corpse. You can't really expect to be like let down or anything. Every album just has pretty much the same idea. They just do it differently. My opinion, this album is just kind of like, not to like be negative about it, but I think it's just like more material, like new songs. It's not like it's a new album. It's a whole entire different thing. It's just like new songs, you know. But I thought this album was pretty brutal. Encased in Concrete is probably my favorite song off of it. But yeah, either way, it's punishing as hell. But yeah, Torture, it's awesome. It's better than Kill, in my opinion.
Yeah. I will somewhat agree with Zach that it's kind of like more material. Like, this is Cannibal Corpse. This is like a not entirely new sound for Cannibal Corpse. And like, I've listened to every Cannibal Corpse album, so don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. But I fucking love this album. From like start until almost the end. There's two songs that just didn't really grab me, and that's Crucifier, Avenged, and Rabid. For some reason, they just didn't grab me. But every other song just is punishing. It starts off just ripping your face off with Demented Aggression. Like, that song is so up-tempo, and you know, then it goes through and it gets the Scourge of Iron, and it has a really chuggy riff. But it is so damn heavy. This album is just heavy the whole freaking time. Yeah, when the riff in Scourge of Iron like kind of picks up tempo, that is just amazing. Like, that's probably, so many songs on this album are so like headbangable. Like, you'll just find yourself banging your head to it. And like, if you don't bang your head, what the hell is wrong with you? This is an awesome album. The guitar works fantastic. Cannibal Corpse is a lot about the riffs, and there's some fucking awesome good riffs on here. Like, this, I love this album. The vocals are, you know, they're nothing new for Corpse Grinder in my opinion. He always delivers beautifully album to album, and his vocals just kind of get better and better, though. But like, they're just nothing new. Lyrically, it's still that brutal, you know, twisted lyrics, you know, but they're good, you know. They're Cannibal Corpse. This album is Cannibal Corpse. It's just, it smells of Cannibal Corpse. But you know, the bass, Alex Webster has like a couple like solo type moments on there, and it's freaking awesome. Like the Strangulation Chair, that's just awesome, I thought. The drums just sound awesome. I always thought Cannibal Corpse has like the best drumming sound in death metal. Their drums, they're not overpowering, but they're just perfect. The mix on this album is just so perfect. You can hear everything so beautifully. This is just a great album. Like I've said, I'm just like repeating myself. To me, out of everything that came out so far this year, this is the best album of the year. Hands down. This will be up there on my list. This is freaking awesome. You need to pick this up. Yeah.
Yeah, just to start off, of course, it's brutal. It's Cannibal Corpse. A couple things I'm thinking about just to say about this album. I've heard some people say it's the best of the Corpse Grinder era, which I agree with. I really enjoy this a lot, and that will take me to another thing to say, but I feel like I've heard a couple of people say this is the greatest of all time. I don't know, I think it's really good, but I don't think it can really be a greatest Cannibal Corpse album. I mean, a lot of them have their strengths and weaknesses, but this is really pretty amazing. And I mean, I've listened to Cannibal Corpse before and I like them. I could just, like Zach said, they remind me of like the Slayer of death metal, like how it's really Cannibal Corpse. But for some reason, just listening to this album the whole way through and just listening, I mean, it's not like I haven't listened to the other ones, but just really getting in depth and listening to this one a lot, I feel like it just, something about it, I don't know, just, it draws me in more. And that's another thing I was gonna branch off with. I feel like this album might get this newer generation of people into Cannibal Corpse, because maybe just me, I feel like, damn, this is really good, this is really catchy, like, with Scourge of Iron, that song, I mean, the second I heard it, I'm like, oh my god, this is, even Stephen Hawking would headbang to that. Like, it has its really catchy parts, its memorable parts, it's really sick, I mean, it's nothing like brand spanking new from Cannibal Corpse, it's not like, I'm gonna compare them to like In Flames. It's not like from their first album to their newest one. It's nothing like any change. I think like nothing that like, you know. But it's Cannibal Corpse. But it's still just really parts in this are just amazing. I really enjoy this throughout. I think like Tyler said, Corpse Grinder. His vocals are sick as always. They're guttural and they're low and it's like. They're corpse grinding, you know? That's the best way to describe it. And like Tyler said, I kind of feel like the last few songs really didn't grab me. The last song, parts of it, but I mean, any album, you look at any album out there, it always seems to dip down either in the mid to late part or the late part. I'm not saying every album, but a lot of albums I listen to always seem to start off strong. Third or fourth song is always the best, it seems, and it dips down. That might just be me, but that's how I feel with a lot of albums. I'm not saying they're just like horrible, but they're still good. It's just, I don't know, it kind of lost me because, I don't know. I still have a lot of good things to say about this album, and I really enjoy it, but I mean, it's Cannibal Corpse. The thing I see repeating itself, and me listening to Cannibal Corpse a lot, like how Zach said that I agree with it, like the Slayer of death metal, like I listen to it. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. It just seems like, I'm not saying things like everything blends together, like this band is unoriginal and all that. It's just like, I listen to it, and like, every song is like brutal and crushing, and like, by the end I'm like, if I just don't pay attention, just even for a slight second, I mean, I can just see myself like losing my place in this, like, wait, which song is this again? It's the brutal and heavy and crushing one? Oh wait, that's everyone. You know, like, I still feel like this album just crushes you the whole way through, and that is a very good plus. And this band has brought in crowds for ages, and by all means, I really respect them, and I love this album, so don't take anything that I say about it, like, horribly. I still really respect this band, I respect this album, I respect Corpse Grinder, and I respect everything about this band. They are legendary. And to finish out what I'm saying, look for them to headline Summer Slaughter Tour, if you are interested in this season.
We all listen to Cannibal Corpse a lot too, so don't tell us we've never listened to Cannibal Corpse, so we don't listen to enough Cannibal Corpse. And I kind of agree with Sam saying about how some songs blend together, but I feel like a lot of songs on here, they stick out. Like, just vocally, like getting back to that, the pattern of the vocals are catchy as balls. You know, a lot of songs just stand out on here, and this is just crushing. I love this. Yeah. Last thoughts.
Torture.
Torture.
Oh yeah. It comes in a nice little convenient case.
I've never seen this. This is unique. It's not that this is the most mind-blowing thing. Like, I've never seen a digipack type thing come in this little case. Maybe I'm acting like a 5-year-old that just unwrapped a Christmas present, but I thought that was neat. But yeah, Cannibal Corpse, I give this a 9 out of 10.
Let's say 8 out of 10.
It's the 8.5 out of 10. And we bought the physical copy.
Bye.